Hello YouTube and welcome back to Cover 2 Credits. Today we are going to be reviewing, first of all, two things really. But firstly, Jurassic World. 20 years after the original Jurassic Park, we get Jurassic World, which takes place 20 years after the original Jurassic Park. Pretty straightforward. Now, honestly, I expected this movie to be terrible. It's a remake.
Well, kind of.
It's a quasi-remake.
Yeah. Quasi-sequel.
It's a family movie, and family movies have kind of sucked lately, honestly.
What do you consider a family movie?
Well, it's something you can take your kids to. There's stuff for the adults to enjoy it, there's stuff for the kids to enjoy it. Family movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, like I said, my expectations going into this were pretty much zero from the start.
I wasn't sure what to expect. I had hopes for it because I've enjoyed all three of the other ones a little. The first one definitely. The other two were mixed. Continue though.
And like I said, I thought this movie was going to be terrible. Now, it did not turn out to be terrible in my opinion. We will start with no, let's do this. What are the things that you did not like about it?
Did not like about it. The way things wrapped up for the bad guys seemed extremely forced. So much so that it was very, very fast. What I mean by that is, spoilers, when the Asian doctor, they're working, they're taking everybody out, and then boom, he's gone. And that's it. You don't know much about that, but he's gone. And then when D'Onofrio's character, Kingpin's still there, how he gets resolved, I thought was fitting, but again, it seemed like it was like everything's pushing towards some big climax, well then the climax is just bang.
Slams the door shut.
Yeah. And I thought, I think that was that was basically my only real complaint. There were a lot more things I liked than things I disliked.
Things that I did not like. They tried to get a little too touchy-feely with the brother-on-brother thing.
That's going to happen in all
yes, it's
sadly.
A family movie, yes.
They have to push that somewhat.
It's Disney, isn't it?
No.
It's not Disney?
No.
I thought it was Disney. Anyway.
Universal.
That makes sense. Jurassic Park is Universal. Anyway.
Well, on that point, correct me if you disagree, the two boys could have not been in the entire movie.
Yeah, that's completely possible, and it would have been fine.
Yep.
The two boys could have gone, and it would have been fine. However, the chick who was taking care of them,
The British chick?
the girl who plays Morgana in the sci-fi series Merlin, she is 1,000% hot.
Oh.
She is like my super ultimate slip.
And she has an interesting what happens to her is interesting.
Somewhat, yes.
Yeah. Humorous?
Yeah, pretty much.
Humorous.
Okay. The two boys in the whole family drama could have gone with the divorce, and they're sad about it, and he's like, it's a thing. And it didn't need to be a thing. But that's fine, I understand. But I think it took away from things that could have happened. Two, the relationship between...
Yeah. I already know what you're going to say.
I can't even remember. See, this is how little impression this movie left on me.
You're talking about between Pratt's character and the female
redhead
lead.
chick.
I can't think of her name either.
That was really, really forced for no real reason.
Well, they force a background at their little conversation at the trailer.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I get it. But you
And
could
then
have
after
done...
that, it was, yeah.
You could have gone in two directions. You could have, one, downplayed it, or two, explained it. You chose the middle route and failed in both.
Yeah, you
could have downplayed the relationship,
parts,
or you could have explained the relationship.
You explained parts and then just didn't downplay, just ignored what had happened until it was thrown back in your face again.
Yeah, you could have still put them together and made that a less pivotal part of the story, or you could have done the background necessary to add some depth to that relationship. But you didn't do either one of those.
I did think of something I didn't like. Go ahead, though.
So that was bad. The whole thing with the special ops, that got really corny in a hurry.
With the engine spec ops guys?
Yeah, that was the whole...
The whole, like, we're doing this to create weapons thing?
That was a little over the top.
Sidebar, originally, this entire movie was about that. And the entire movie played in... Now, this is very original. Like, when they originally announced it, they were splicing together human genes and dinosaur genes. To where, like, the dinosaurs were, like, weird humanoid looking with, like, raptor legs. Was, like, preemptive sketches. And people were freaking out. And then they took that out.
See, I think that would have made a better story, though, honestly.
Well...
Yeah, it would have been weird and screwed up, and it wouldn't have really been Jurassic Park. But I think it would have actually been better for the story.
Go ahead, because continue on your things you don't like, though.
Okay.
Because we'll get to that in a second. That's the way I'm
saying. Back that truck. Okay. That was pretty much it. I didn't like... The villain was a little too pure villainy.
Listen, he's coming off Kingpin. What do you expect?
Like... Kingpin, though, had at least some character.
Well, it's not the same guy. It's the same actor.
I know. We're getting sidetracked, though. Point being, they were a little too perfect of a villain. I understand it's a feel-good family movie, and you need your villains to be black, and your good guys to be white. And having gray villains, it doesn't do great things for family movies.
I also thought it was interesting how the only returning person from any of the other movies is a bad guy. Mm-hmm. Henry Wong. But the thing I remembered that I didn't like, again, spoilers, when they're driving in the ambulance and the raptors have kind of switched sides for the moment and they're chasing people and the engine guys are chasing, the guy jumps in the back of the ambulance and the raptor grabs him, pulls him out, and the two boys are back there and they watch this and then in like 30 seconds it goes from them watching this guy get mauled by a raptor to death to them turning around and seeing Pratt and being all happy and like, your boyfriend's awesome, and I'm like, you just watched a man get ripped apart by a raptor, and instantly you both are fine, and you're like,
it's the internet age. They're
that's true, I guess.
They've been conditioned to
I guess so. I just thought that seemed like such a weird
light switch on, light switch
on. Yeah.
Okay. That pretty much covered it. Things you did like.
Things I did? I liked the way Chris Pratt played the movie. He wasn't Star-Lord, and there wasn't a lack of seriousness, but he wasn't campy, and that's what people were worried about. That he was going to be over the top. He was going to be Star-Lord all over again.
Yeah, I would agree.
After this movie, the rumors of him possibly playing Indiana Jones, I completely agree with.
He would make a good Indiana Jones.
I completely agree with that. And this movie shows that. If you've seen this in Guardians, you've seen his comedy, and this is where he plays it fairly straight.
I mean, he's still a comedic character,
but it's not over the top.
He keeps it within reasonable bounds for the character he's playing.
Yep.
Yeah, he does a really good job with that. And like I said, good acting by him.
I agree.
Overall. Continue.
I like the nods, whether it was to the first set of movies or other movies. I still talk about the door opening with the flare is nothing but a nod to Alien. Nothing but a nod to Alien. You see it, you know that's what it is. I liked when they're showing you around, you see the statue of Hammond, and you see all the stores outside, and what is the guy's name? Sam Jackson's character in the first one, I can't think of his name, but there's a restaurant that's named after him on that walk, that thoroughfare, and things like that. I just thought that was interesting. And I even thought I saw a Barbasol thing somewhere in the park, and I thought that was funny. The Barbasol can of shaving cream. I want to say it was in a store. Mm-hmm. No, it was in the old store when we found the Jeeps. Mm-hmm. They found the Jeeps and there was Barbasol on the shelf, mm-hmm. and they were selling it. And I'm like, that's an interesting nod. But I like that the gyrospheres were cool. Supposedly, they're trying to actually build something like that. The gyrosphere.
It wouldn't be that hard.
I agree, but I'm just saying.
Technology's there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they do it. I enjoyed the dino petting zoo. I mean, anytime you have a triceratops and that's awesome. Other than that, I mean, I didn't think the acting was bad. Like the kids, I agree with, were like meh. The female lead, again, I hate that I cannot remember her name, but there were times where she just seemed like she didn't know what to do at all.
Mm-hmm.
It just was like baffled and kind of like clueless, and then that turned around. One thing I do remember now that I did not like was the fact that she's outrunning dinosaurs in heels this entire movie.
Yeah,
and I thought, why the hell?
Every movie, though,
but they pushed that fact that like he points out the shoes and the shoes never change, and I'm like,
at least take them off.
Take them off.
Go
like,
barefoot.
yeah, I
think
don't
a
know.
tapeworm's gonna be the least of your problems.
Yeah, I just don't get it. But what'd you like?
Things I liked. Obviously, the CGI was excellent.
Yeah, it was.
All the dinosaurs in the movie were very, very cool.
The park
well
itself was cool.
The park was cool. The plot was cool. It had some issues that we pointed out before. But like I said, I think it would have been, they could have done a lot more with it, like if they would have gone more, they're weaponizing these and now bad shit's happening. But instead, like I said, I think they took, the whole movie was some middle ground and that caused problems.
But anyway, you would rather
more positive
focus
things.
on multiple dinosaurs, not just one?
Well, it's the overall arcing plot of this is what they're doing, rather than playing it all off as an accident when it really obviously wasn't. But like I said, that's another thing. Anyway, again, Chris Pratt's acting was pretty good. The chick's acting I wasn't that impressed with, but her character was pretty terrible.
But also necessarily wasn't bad acting.
Yeah, it wasn't really bad acting.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for me on things I liked. Not a lot there.
Okay, here's my question. Did you have problems with the way they did the Indominus Rex?
What do you mean the way they did it?
How anytime they were about to make a break in something, it could do something that hindered that. They're tracing it in thermal. It can avoid thermal imaging. It can camouflage. It can all this stuff, and I'm like, does it have laser eyes too? Like, I'm confused why this thing just
that didn't bother me.
That
part didn't bother me.
It didn't necessarily bother me, but it was. I didn't know when that was going to end.
It had cheaty villain powers.
Yeah, I didn't know when it was going to stop. So I'm like, can it fly? I'm like, I was just confused.
Dragon wings. Yeah. Let's do this.
I'm so confused.
You know, with fire breathing. One of the perfect powers.
Wings would have made more sense than fire breathing.
I don't think they would have.
No actual dinosaurs breathe fire.
It's not a real dinosaur. It's a genetically engineered monster.
That's true. In fact, one thing I like to point out, a lot of things that I watch for reviews have labeled it that way. This is more of a monster movie than a dinosaur movie.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And I kind of like that.
Yeah, like I said, had they gone more down that route, it would have improved it.
Now, something else I'll say, that there were people that went way off base of things and said, the way this ends, if they decide that maybe Dominus didn't die and there's some kind of a reproductive system somewhere throughout this whole thing, and there were more of them, could they build that into like a Planet of the Apes situation with dinosaurs?
What?
Think about it.
No.
Intense intelligence. They communicate with each other. I'm just saying.
No,
it's not going to work. But you can't say that there aren't some similarities. In advanced intelligence, the ability to communicate with each other. I mean, you're only 2 movies away from a dinosaur talking English. I'm just saying. But what do you think about possible sequel?
they definitely left all the doors open for one. Again, I don't know what the point of making a sequel to a mediocre movie is.
Like, this thing made a killing.
Really?
Yes.
That's impressive.
It set the record for biggest box office opening for the first weekend. It beat the original Avengers. I want to say I'll have the total listed here, but I want to say it was like 200 and some $1 million over the first weekend.
That's terrible. I have lost all faith in humanity.
I'll have the actual total on the video, but it broke. It was like right at the cusp and broke the record, I believe, of highest grossing
there
movie
you
the
go.
first weekend.
There you go, folks. There's a sequel. I can't imagine
what they'll do.
Well, actually,
you know exactly what they'll do.
Well, okay. If they get away from Jurassic Park and go full-on monster movie, genetic engineering, making weapons, it could be okay. Now, I don't know who's going to be in it. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know which character is going to make the cut. However, point being that could actually be a decent movie.
Here's my thought.
Mm-hmm.
The only angle they really have, unless they go back to the island, would be to follow Wong and all of Dino DNA. He could be anywhere, and they could just do what they were doing. So that could happen again. My question is, in the next movie, do they bring dinosaurs off the island to hunt whatever they build?
No.
I'm just saying.
Here's what they do. He ends up in Tokyo and creates a Godzilla. And then to counter it, the engine guys make a Mecha Godzilla.
And it comes into being a prequel to damn it, what's the name of that movie? The Guillermo del Toro, Crimson, no. The back.
Pacific Rim.
There you go, Pacific Rim. it's just a prequel to Pacific Rim.
Heard it here first, folks.
I can't want to say Crimson Peak. That's not the same movie.
Jurassic World 2 will be a Godzilla movie.
I so hope so. Godzilla with like
Jaegers to hunt it down.
or a dragon movie. It's true. It could be. It could just be, let's not build Godzilla. Let's just make it a dragon.
Anyway.
No, real question.
Right.
They added all these other DNAs. Why didn't they add pterodactyl DNA to build it wings? That's real talk. I'm just saying. Everything else.
Why didn't they use vampire blood? You don't know.
Like, what? Okay.
They could have made it a vampire chameleon dragon that had levitation powers. And could hide itself from thermal imaging and have
so
chameleon like.
I love it's like it can change color and like the guy's just like standing there in his outfit dead.
Anyway, the whole thing, that whole fucking thing was really cool. But that's fine. Rating.
I give it an 8. I enjoyed the movie a lot. I hope they do some kind of a sequel, only because of our conversation today. And it wasn't really, the good outweighed the bad to me, and I enjoyed it.
I will give it I'm going to give it a 6. I mean, I give everything a 7, so I'm going to give it a 7. Granted, it was not a bad movie. I thought it was going to be terrible. It was not terrible. It was pretty solidly entertaining. It's a good summer movie. It's not a classic, but it's worth your money. Go take your kids, go take your girlfriend, go take whoever. It's a decent movie. It's worth the price of admission.
And I mean, if it makes them create those gyrospheres in real life, I'm all for the movie.
But yes, like I said, overall, not bad.
Not a bad homage to the
Not
old...
great, but not bad.
Not a bad homage. I would definitely say you should watch the first Jurassic Park if you haven't.
Yes.
Other than that, there were some cool Easter eggs. I don't know if you noticed. Ian Malcolm, who was Jeff Goldblum's character, his book is somewhere, like you see it on the cover of the book. And there were some other little Easter eggs throughout that I thought were nice. Obviously, them going back to the original park building, there was a lot of stuff in there that was kind of neat. But yeah.
Like I said, overall, a decent movie.
I agree.
Not terrible, not a classic, but overall enjoyable.
So, tell us what you guys think. Let us know if you guys saw it, what you think, if you liked it, if you didn't like it.
Whoa,
if you hated it.
whoa.
No?
Whoa.
What?
Yes. I forgot. But we're good now.
I was like, what do we do?
And thanks for staying till after the credits.